Hi, good morning. How are you? Uh-oh, hold on. Look at this. Okay, I can hear you now. Nope, I can't hear you now.
Good morning.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear her either.
I thought it was me again. I'm walking right. It's not working out. It's not it's flat at best. It's great time. Even perhaps upgrade to a better home or upgrade to
It's me.
There we go.
Like, oh my goodness, what is it today?
I love your picture.
Happy Monday.
Same to you.
Awesome.
What a beautiful picture behind you.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty.
Yeah, it reminds me of Greece. Or even Spain, anywhere in Europe, like in those Mediterranean countries.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Good morning, Bernice. Nice to see you here, although we can't see you. Mhm. So I did upload some of those scripts from the other day. Let's see if I can get them
I
here.
saw them this morning, yeah.
See if I can get them up here. I love the Dave Jenks class. Did you guys get a lot out of it?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Wasn't that awesome?
It was awesome.
It was good.
And he sent me my goodies.
He did.
He did. I was so excited. Got all the slides so I can review them. And also today the Market Center sent, was it you or was it just a Market Center automatic that we got a video of the Zoom session.
Oh,
So I can watch it again.
oh, that's awesome. Because I mean, I love to, I could sit and watch that again. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
So here. Okay, so I just uploaded a few of those that I took off of actually when we were
Yeah.
online. So I don't know if Bernice, I don't know if you've been on Scripts with us before, have you?
So I have not. This is my first time.
Okay, well, welcome.
So it's nice to be this age and still have some firsts.
Right?
But one of my goals for this year, I have some pretty aggressive goals in terms of numbers, but I have been listening to a lot of like podcasts. I've been on, I don't know if you guys have heard of Clubhouse, but I'm on Clubhouse and
I've heard of it, but
a
I
lot
have
of
no
the
idea what
rooms-
it is.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Lisa, you'd be a star on Clubhouse, trust me. So Clubhouse is another social media platform, but it's audio only.
Is it
And
on-
so, and it's invitation only, and you have to have an iPhone in order to be on it. And what it is they have rooms or topics, and then they have people who come into the rooms who moderate it. And then they have people who get on the stage, which is like a virtual stage, and you speak about different topics. Like this morning, so at 6:00 this morning, I was on one that's like morning inspiration.
Ooh.
And then at 7, I was on one about like breaking bad habits. And then every morning after I get off of that one, I usually jump into one called Business Over Breakfast. And they talk about most of my rooms are around real estate. So this morning they were just talking about like fair housing laws and stuff like that. But the other night, Wednesday nights, they have this group called Scripting, and you can just go and listen. And I listen to people call in and they practice scripts.
Awesome.
And they were saying that, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes prepared. And that just kind of rings into my head. And I said, you know what? I got to get better at scripting, because I think one of the reasons I was looking at my close rate, Lisa, and I don't know if you guys know what this is, Janet and Teresa, good morning. I'm sorry.
No.
My close rate for last year was like 60% for listing appointments. And I was like, well, that stinks, and I've got
I found the same thing like a couple of years ago. I was like about 50%.
Yeah, I was like that
probably
stinks.
2 years
like,
ago. And I was like,
yeah, I think it's because I'm not prepared. I've never script. You know, I hate phone calls, Lisa. So this is my first time. I got a book. I've been online looking for scripts. You know, I say them in the morning in front of the mirror, but it's just, I said, you know what, I'm just going to get on Lisa's call and see
And
what
we
it's about and see
we
if it will
mix
be
it up.
helpful. Okay.
I must say we mix it up. Sometimes we'll go through and make it really easy for each other, and other times we make it a little bit hard and, you know,
Mhm.
stump each other. So, you know, I don't know if you're on the Facebook, it's called Lisa Axios Scripts and Tips. That's where
Okay.
I put them all in there.
Okay.
So if you go on there, you know, you can see them when we're not online, or you can see them on your own computer anytime.
Okay.
So these are the ones Dave Jenks did the other day. Can you invite me to Clubhouse?
Yes, I can. I'm going to send
I would
you
love
I
that.
think I have another invite, so I will send it because they only, so crazy. They only send you like a few invites. I don't know how you get them, but
You know,
uh,
it's so
yes, I
funny
do.
how it's almost like we're back to the radio age. There's so many
Yeah.
podcasts, and, you know, it's so nice to sometimes listen and not have to look, you know?
Yeah.
So you can do other things and you can relax and sit back, but it's funny how that turned around. I don't know if anybody else got this book, Words That
Oh, yeah,
Sell.
that's the one that he would
So
recommend.
it was like $13. That's what Dave Jenks had told us about. And what I liked about it, because Rosé's Thesaurus was like my absolute favorite book in the whole world. I always loved that because I couldn't think of another word or whatever, or a phrase. But this one has so many great phrases in it. And you like, just for new and advanced, revolutionary, breakthrough, you know, trailblazing, state of the art. Sometimes, you know, you go in to write out your, you know, something about a house you're going to market, and boom, it's right in there. And they kind of categorize it by powerful, gift, good looking, complete, thorough, you know, and then it has all these words and phrases. I'm going to totally use this. So I feel like that was a great buy.
Who's it by, Lisa?
This is Richard Bayan, Bayan. And it's his second, it's revised. It's really kind of so easy to use. I know it's going to look like a mess in about a couple weeks because I know I'm going to use it. I'm not.
Okay, I just
get
put it in my
frustrated.
Amazon cart. I just put it in there.
Perfect. I think Matthew just came on. Do I see you, Matthew?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm actually just running
Oh, that's
around about to head out to an appointment. So I thought I'd try to get on.
Good,
and listen.
Matthew.
I'll
Thank
try
you.
to participate as much as I can, but I'll try to listen a little bit too.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So today I do have, you know, kind of the basic ones that we could just, let's say someone says to you, I mean, I don't know, Keller Williams is pretty big, but you know, people probably know some other offices more than they know Keller Williams. So does somebody just want to go through this and, you know, say it out loud, make yourself aware of what somebody says if they say, okay, Teresa, who is Keller Williams? And why should I, you know, who's Keller Williams? You know, I heard of Caldwell, I've heard of, you know, Ravis. I mean, who is Keller Williams anyway?
Well, Lisa, let me tell you about Keller Williams. Keller Williams is the largest, most innovative, and highly respected real estate company in the world. And I'm with Keller Williams because at Keller Williams, I'm a partner in the business. I get to share in the profits. I have a say in all the decisions. And most important, I'm empowered to do whatever it takes to best serve you.
Excellent. You know, people do ask, why are you there? Why are you not somewhere else? And there's a great answer. Does anybody else want to just get that out there? So Bernice, one of the things we all find is once you start talking, it's almost like, you know, like basketball, you know, you're just dribbling, you like, you know how to dribble, you know how to, like, you know, shoot a basket, but like professionals do it anyway, right? I mean, so and sometimes they sound weird, especially in the beginning. But when you have internalized these scripts, you're going to sound different. It's going to come across different.
Okay.
With your own words. So if you want, do you want to try taking that?
Sure.
Oh, Bernice, you know, you used to be with Caldwell Banker, weren't you? You know, like why did you go to Keller Williams?
Oh man, I left Coldwell Banker because Keller Williams is the largest, most innovative, and highly respected real estate company in the world. And I'm with Keller Williams because at Keller Williams, I'm a partner in the business. I get to share in the profits. I have a say in all the decisions. And most important, I'm empowered to do whatever it takes to best serve you. So that's why I'm with Keller Williams.
Excellent. And no one's ever going to question that.
That's awesome.
Matthew or Jonette, you want to take it next?
Sure, I'll take it.
So Jonette, I don't understand, like, who is Keller Williams? Why are you at that company? What makes that important? Why don't you just have your own brokerage?
Well, let me tell you about Keller Williams. They are the largest, most innovative, and highly respected real estate company in the entire world. I'm with Keller Williams because there I'm a partner in the business. I get to share in the profits. I have a say in all the decisions. And most importantly, I'm empowered to do whatever it takes to best serve you.
Awesome. Matthew, you're probably going to go to an appointment right now and they're going to ask you, who is Keller Williams?
Yeah, so sorry, I can try to, I just don't have it up
Oh,
on my
okay.
screen. But I
Maybe
can
you
say
can
what I
kind of try
usually
to
say
wing
about,
it from what other people said. If you can kind of remember,
Yeah.
maybe you can.
well, I know what I usually say. So I say something like, so one of the benefits of working with an international company of Keller Williams is we have access to a pool of buyers and sellers that can bring anyone from any walks of life, any country, to see your property. So when you work with us as a buyer and a seller, you get access to this international, website that can guarantee that your property as a seller, number one, is seen by many more people than any other company. And as a buyer, you have access to more properties than any other buyer that would be working out there. So something like that.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah,
I kind of winged. Yeah, I have
we
a
are
better
the largest.
script. I just kind of winged it.
That's okay. That's good. But and as I like the word you used, which was benefit. I mean, that's a great word. It doesn't say it here, but benefit's always a great word. People want to know what benefits them. They want to know what are they getting out of it. So I'm going to skip that one for now as we go up here. Okay, so Jonette, so I'm wondering, why would I list with you? Because we all have to get our conversion rate. So when Bernice said that, what she meant was, let's say you go on 10 appointments and you only sign up 5, there's a 50% ratio. I don't know anyone that gets 100%, but I think Rich Lanning kind of says he gets 100%. I'm like, that's only if everyone is a referral and you're going to get it, I guess. But I've heard him say, I get them all. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have that kind of referral network, but one way that we can get, increase our ratio is obviously knowing what to say and knowing how quick to get to the point and get the signature. I think a lot of times, sometimes it's too much talk. So
I like to do that.
I know. So Jonette, you know what? Why would I list with you?
Mrs. Seller, I'm licensed by the state of Massachusetts to represent you in the sale of your home. That means I'll always place your interest above the interest of any other party, including my own. I'm committed to get you the highest price in the shortest time with a minimum of inconvenience to you. Would
Okay.
you want to sign now?
Yeah, I know. There you go. Here's the pen.
Here's your pen. You just sign right here, please. Thank you.
So who wants to try that?
I'll try it.
Okay. Yeah, I should say there is no try.
Lisa, I'm licensed by the state of Massachusetts to represent you in the sale of your home. I will always place your interest above the interests of any other party, including my own. I am committed to getting you the highest price in the shortest time with a minimum of inconvenience to you.
Excellent. You know what I like about that one too is actually, it sounds like you already have it. You know, it's a little assumptive. I'm
Yeah.
licensed to represent you, not, you
Hmm.
know, it's almost a little assumptive, which I find is important. Like a lot of times during a listing appointment, I'll say, so, you know, where do you think we should put the sign? Do you think we should put it on the side of the house or the front of the house? You know, and they'll go, I don't know, maybe the front of the house. I'm like, yeah, I think that's a great idea too. So just like assuming and giving them, so, you know, things like that to buy in, or you'll get, I don't want to sign. Oh, okay, you don't want to sign. Let's talk about that. But being assumptive is sometimes might seem assertive and sometimes a little uncomfortable, but I also feel like it sometimes works.
What I really liked I really liked that when Jenks, Miss Dave, he did his program, he made that distinction between being assertive and being aggressive. And I
Right.
straddle that line. And I hate to sound arrogant or pushy or any of those things. And so that was really helpful, the way that he talked about it, what to do, and just to be confident in what you know, and that confidence is assertive in and of itself. And then of course you have scripts, which you master, you internalize.
Mhm.
So that was really great. I really
I thought so too. Yeah. I mean, some people come across with just confidence. That's not enough. You need to back it up.
yeah.
Um, so Bernice, why would I list with you? Why you?
Oh, well, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm licensed by the state of Massachusetts to represent you in the sale of your home. I'll always place your interests above the interests of any other party, including my own. And I'm committed to getting you the highest price in the shortest time with the minimum of inconvenience to you. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that's great. Where's the pen?
I'll give you the pen. Here's the pen.
Right here, this line right down.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
What's another one that I just put these like this morning? I screenshotted them and put them on. I love the handle the sale for you, right? The power of the MLS. I think this is also another like why another reason to list with when you
Mhm.
hire me to handle the sale of your home, I will immediately tomorrow morning notify all the other realtors in the area that it is on the market, its best features, and why they should bring their qualified buyers to see it.
Mm.
I love the power of three. When he did that class, did you guys see the power of three?
Mm-mm.
The magic of three, I think it's called.
Mm.
Maybe we can find it again because he gave everything in threes. And I didn't even realize after I watched that class, every time I was talking to people, I thought of everything in a three. And it's just so much easier for people to get.
Right.
Here are the three top things that are most important when you sell your home. Declutter, you know, depersonalize and declutter, spick and span clean, and remove pets from the home. I don't know, I found that recently. Remove the pets from the home for odor or whatever. But here's the three top things, because you give them 10, they're freaking out. So,
Mhm.
so the power of three, if we can get that one over to you guys, I think you'll love it. And he had a lot of scripts in that one as well. Matthew, are you here? You may have had to jump off.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. I'm just kind of a little distracted. I apologize. I'm just running around the house getting stuff ready.
That's okay. Even if you're able to listen, you know, I think that, did you see the power of the Dave Jenks? I think it was the power of three or the magic of three.
Yeah, that was a little while ago, right?
Yeah, it was, I think it was December.
I did, yes. I remember it vaguely. I don't remember it in detail, but I know I did see it.
We've all got to find that one and go back to it because it simplifies our listings and our language, I think. So Teresa, you know, I've got a lot of other people that I'm interviewing. So, you know, why would I list with you?
Lisa, when you hire me to handle the sale of your home, I will immediately, tomorrow morning, notify all the other realtors in the area that number one, your house is on the market. Number 2, its best features. And number 3, why they should bring their qualified buyers to see your home.
Well, do you have any buyers?
I do.
You do. Excellent. Do you think you could cut your commission if you bring a buyer?
Oh, come on, Lisa.
Ah!
You're killing me. I
That
think
was
we'll hand that to
curveball.
Bernice.
Well, curveball, right?
Oh my gosh.
Anybody want to
Hold
answer
on, let me
that?
find that script.
So
I know.
I
Does anybody
I-
want to answer that question? So, Bernice, I know you told me all that, and you probably have a buyer. So would you cut your commission and bring a buyer?
no, I wouldn't cut my commission. I don't cut my commissions. I just tell people I don't cut my commissions. I don't give them an explanation. I'm like, I'm not cutting it. It's, it is what it is. You're getting me. And I know that's one of the reasons too, is that I've been asked that, to cut my commission. And I've lost deals because of that recently.
I also like, Lisa, when you said, do you think your house is a discount house? Is
Yeah.
that what you-
Yes. So, so you want a discount broker? And then you kind of look around and you go, well, this doesn't look like a discount house. No, I
Yeah.
don't cut my commission. And they are like, but people fight you.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
one of the things you can try, and some people, I don't care, they got a 4% and that's what makes the most sense to them. I will say, well, what I can do is I can talk to my broker. Why don't we sign the either sign the contract, let me talk to my broker, see what I can do. I'll give you a call in about, an hour. And I'm sure I can work something out. And
Yeah.
once in a while, I'll call them back without doing anything and say,
Yeah.
I can do 4.5.
Yep.
Give out 2 and keep
Yep.
2.5. So
Mhm.
because there's another thing you can say is, well, I can't cut my commission, but we can offer less out to the buyer agent.
Yeah.
That I could do.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, I know there is a cut your commission in here. It's
Mhm.
not my favorite because I don't think they really care too much about where the money goes. They're just, so will you cut your commission? But there's discount brokers everywhere. And I mean, there are times when, I've cut my commission and I've been disappointed and, like, crap, why did I do that? And other times I'm just glad I got the deal because somebody was going to get it. Try to stay firm. Most times people will just ask you because they feel the obligation to ask because their friends are going to say, so did you ask them to cut their commission? And if they can say, yeah, I did. And they don't have to say anything else. And it saves their face because that's what I think they're afraid of their friends saying, you didn't even ask. So,
I like that.
So
I won't cut my commission. I will not cut my commission. But we can offer a 0.5% less to the buyer's agent.
they
but
could still ask for 2.5, depending on who that buyer agent is. They may not even bring anybody to your house because they're going to go to where they get paid more first.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, the funny thing about that is that that played out for me in real life, but it really says that those agents are all crooks. They're not, they're not living up to their code of ethics, or they don't have ethics. So it probably makes people feel like the whole business is corrupt. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we do have, we're kind of like in the bag with the lawyers. So you got to remember, people think that, they think we get paid too much and we don't do anything and they can find their home themselves.
Cutting the commission, you might think.
So I think, Teresa, maybe we'll try this. It's not my favorite script, but it might work for some people better than others. So Teresa, I know you told me all those great things you're going to do for me, but will you cut your commission?
Lisa, many people don't understand what happens to the commission. Can I explain a little bit to you?
Sure.
Well, half of it, 3%, goes to the company or agent that brings us the qualified buyer. Of the remaining 3%, 1/3 of it goes to my company, another third of it covers my business expenses, and only 1/3 of that, which is 1%, goes to me and my family. it would be very wrong for me to cut that. Do you agree and understand?
I guess so, but I don't care. You know
Right.
what? The other agent told me 4%.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're gonna get this. It's kind of tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Standing your ground and trying to prove that you're worth it, right?
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
think if everything else came out, it would be
Can I-
very wrong for me to cut that. So would you like to move forward? Because we can do one of three things here. I can list your house today. I may decide not to list your house, and either one works fine with me. So my commission's 5%. What would you like to do? Kind of just throw it back at them. We can agree on a price that will cause it to sell. I can, you can list with me. I can decide whether I want to take your listing, and either one of those is fine. What's going to work for you? And
Right.
they kind of feel kind of crappy. And they're like, well, you can go now.
Can I ask a dumb question? If you bring a buyer to a for sale by owner, how does that work? Like,
Well,
how do they
you-
pay you? Or I don't know.
same,
Yeah.
it's exactly the same thing,
Yeah.
and sometimes you can say, 3% because I have to do both sides. I have a buyer to bring. Are you willing to cooperate with me as a buyer agent? I will only charge you 3% to conduct the whole transaction, because I know that I will have to do, I will have to take care of most of the information here, because they probably have a attorney, but as a for sale by owner agent, you do more work. And they might say no, they don't want to give you that much. Okay, that I've done it for 2%, I've done it for 2.5%, but you just ask them, and sometimes if they say no, say, oh well, I'm sorry, I have a great buyer, but I get paid. I have a contract with that buyer that I get paid 3% or 2.5%, whatever it is, wherever I bring them.
I had somebody who signed an agency agreement with me, and then yesterday they called me and said that they might be buying a family member's home. So I'm assuming they're going to do it on their own. I don't know, or should I assume that?
Don't assume that. They still need representation. A family member, maybe you can do it, you can facilitate it and ask, you can build it into the price. But I would totally, just because it's a family member's home doesn't mean they're going to get a deal.
Okay.
Has anybody worked with a for sale by owner and got paid or not paid? Or they're hard, but I've done that and it's worked out. And in the end, they're your raving fans because they couldn't do it. So they're happy. I know we're getting tight here on time, and I know we all probably have things to do. So it's 9:00. Anybody want to do anything special for like Wednesday? Like making calls, or like expired listings, or maybe like a listing plan of action?
I have a listing,
That'd be great.
listing plan of action.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good one for that. Again, did anybody do any
Yes.
market analysis and send them out to people?
Yes.
Good. And any response, or?
Not yet.
Everyone thinks you did, spent hours. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you sent this. It's so nice. And, one of them was my sister. So she's like, how did you do this? It looks so nice.
And say, oh yeah, it took me time. And if you have a friend, I'll love to do that for them. So Bernice, we're trying to do one a week, a market analysis to give to a friend or a family member, to just show them what you do and give it to them on their home, whether they're selling. It doesn't even matter. Just say, I want to share with you what we do. And that way they're going to start talking about you. Your sister, Teresa, is going to be like, you should see what my sister did. Oh, you know how much my house is worth? They're going to talk about it. And that's going to create that vibration that will come back, So I've been sending them out, and people are like, wow, that looks great. Or sometimes I get, I'm just begging people to, can I please send one to you?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you could be off on the number, so it could be a little risky if it's someone that has a house that you might not know so much about, but it's going to help you be better at your presentation. If you can give it in person, that's great. If you can do it on Zoom, that's great. But even if you email it and call them and say, what did you think of that? Let's get really good at our market analysis. So if we could do one more this week, I'd be really happy.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Matthew. Is it a listing appointment you got or a buyer today?
It's actually, well, it's a Zoom listing appointment. So just getting some stuff together and putting on a nice outfit. So it's not a physical, but a Zoom is just as good. We've had success converting those. So
good for you. Matthew's been on script for a long time. He's excellent. So you're gonna wear your shorts and like a nice tie.
Sweatpants. It's cold in here,
Zoom
but yeah,
outfit.
sweatpants and a nice shirt and tie, and just kind of getting some stuff together. So that's why I'm running around the house.
Well, good. And we all know when you dress for success, you feel different and you feel better. So it's important, even if you're on a Zoom call.
Yep.
Have an awesome day, everyone. See you Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.